How's everybody doing tonight? I love booty, man. I love titties. Fuck them are dope. Drop that booty dance. Hey. Welcome to the Cthulhu Caverns. I got my co-host with me, the one and only astounding motherfucking world-renowned vocalist.
Skyylo CC Ryder Jenkins, you know what it is.
President of Venezuela.
Skyylo co-pilot chair Ryder Jenkins.
Hey, you already know what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? His future's so bright he comes in here with shades on. All right.
That's a damn fact.
So, savage ass week, man. I have nothing but fucking contempt for people that don't like us. Man, listen, we've tied up some pretty dope ass loose ends. Some of the projects that we're working on right now are fucking woo. Bass Magician Volume 3 just got a look over, and we ordered it in a pre-order kind of fashion. So Jay's gonna put the finishing touches on it, and then immediately after that we're gonna do the same thing with Volume 4, and I'm gonna be hitting you with all 3 of them probably next month. So expect 3 EDM albums from me next month, or 2 at least, 2 at the bare minimum. Okay?
Damn, yeah. Let's just say your head is going to be non-existent by the time number 5 comes out.
Look, it's gonna be so fucking fun.
Non-existent.
What you just heard ain't even gonna be on that shit. So, sorry.
Exclusives.
Yeah, that was extra exclusive. So, I mean, dude, I can't even go into how much shit's been going on, but I guess it's okay for me to say this because it's pretty much already done, and we're gonna start advertisement campaign soon. But me and the homie Nyte have done a long-awaited collaboration album, and I think because it's late night and only the best of the best is in this bitch. Check it out. So it's called 50 Shades of Filthy. And it's nasty, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty.
To be honest with you,
yeah, it's nasty.
I didn't conform or nothing, but I went more in the Nyte direction than had Nyte come in the Dirrty B direction. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, he'd have got a lot darker and had some like battle bars and shit like that. Don't get me wrong, there's some shit on there that's like that, but for the most part, I try to follow his lead on this one. So, obviously I produced it. I mixed and mastered all the projects. And speaking of, man, shout out to Slate Digital, bro. They shit on Waves. And I got Waves too. I got Waves plugins too, but they're so primitive looking. And they're ancient, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've used, like, their doubler for, like, 20 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally since the first time I laid eyes on a DAW. So, their legacy's worth it, you know what I'm saying? They got good shit. Yo, William Alexander in the building, KDT in this bitch, what's up? My motherfucking Dudatron. Anyways, man, shout out to KDT. Will, me and you got to do some work together very soon, bro. Because, dude, I'm telling you, your team brought the A game on my Diabolical track. On shit, let's play it. Fuck it. Let's play it.
Let's dive back into the archives. For a second.
Because Diabolical's still in its run, man.
Still in its run. Still going
fresh.
Strong. Still going strong.
It's still fresh and it's still digestible easily, man. So everybody that hasn't heard it yet, please go bump it. And if you need a reason, here's one. This is Shadows featuring KDT. Killers Don't Talk. This has got Joe Doozy, Mad Butcher, and D Menace on it.
The shadows with me. Killers don't talk, they just aim at you and splatter your gray matter. They panic and hate brand and they say satanic. I break rappers who ready to die, I've been in the skies, giving you unsettling vibes. I bring morbid writtens, leave contorted victims. It's like I've been on a mission to abort you with to torture Christians. Intercourse of the course delicious, I paint the scene. My acts basically got the demons of hell praising me. To play with me, I'm cutting through your Apple Music that can move the the shadows and brew through battles to do the supernatural. Brutal bastard, my crew attack you as fatal, son. I impale a thug with my pen and leave a trail of blood. That's what I said, fuck it, I'm hitting the red button. Lead busting, decapitate you but get some head from it. Now death coming, I'm there in the spot. You better prepare to get gotten, aerial dropped and you bury your plot. My brain's sick, I'm crazy with this. I'll rape you again and use stab wounds to tattoo my name in your skin. To tell the truth, none of you stars impress. I put your heart to rest, carve your flesh and give you the mark of death. I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me. I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows.
Dirty B, hit me up. About to be bloody as fuck. Your hands in prayer. Open your Bible up. No, we don't care. Put the guns in the air. Shoot, bust, KTs, they going nuts. How the fuck you gonna think that this ain't true? I'm the darkness in the sky that falls upon you. I'm the shadow in your eye when you lock the door. I'm the devil underneath your bedroom floor. I'm the vicious hitman behind the bathroom door, ready to hang you in the shower, make all your blood pour. I'm the maniac that you shouldn't ignore, because I follow you home from your local grocery store. Smoking Joe, bitch, yeah, that's me. I fill a room full of smoke so you cannot see. Even in 3D, you still are blind. I come out of the shadows, now it's time you die.
I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me. I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me.
I walk along the shadows, we talk, but I spark the ammo. I'm lost with them all in camo. I'm often called an asshole of boss, take them all to battle. You carve them like they ghetto, they talk, like they take my mantle. These rappers think they rattle, they fake, can barely handle, they irrelevant to me. On a whole nother level, different pedigrees. Feet behind a legacy, keep rhyming is my destiny. Slaughtering mice is my motherfucking specialty. I'm a butcher by trade. What's a butcher without a blade? Man, butcher ain't just a name. Man, I butcher up your faces like I butcher up the track. Slice, cut, hat, you don't like my rap, but I kill it every time. I get ill in every line. I'm a villain, got no feelings. Godzilla breathing fire. Evil is deep inside. Ain't no equals when we die. We gon' see who will survive, who will kill it, who will lie in the shadows.
I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me. I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me.
I'm in the shadows lurking. It closed curtains. The same person that's blurting out cuss words at your Sunday sermon. In my Suburban, a jack of all trades, barreled through the blockade and wiped out your Christmas parade. While you prayed, I obeyed the voices, manipulating my choices. In hell, Satan rejoices. You hear the noises outside your window as I tiptoe, waiting patiently for a skin show. Swing low, chop you off at the knees. Humbled you before God while you scream, Jesus, please. The moment he appears is the moment that I'll see. Strike lightning on my head, leave me dead and deceased. Believe you and me that there won't happen. The straight assassin, wielding the cannon, closed your caption, the line flattened. Murder your passion, blood on the satin, knocked you off of the wagon. The ballad of the last dragon.
I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me. I have come to bring you back to the shadows with me. To the shadows with me.
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, man, it was fun, man. Diabolical was such an awesome experience because, let me tell you a secret now. A lot of people may hate on this, but I'm going to just tell you the truth, man. So for about 6 or 7 months before the album was even in conception, I was already scribbling bars down. You know what I'm saying? I have a habit of doing that throughout the year, throughout the day, throughout the week. Anytime if something hits me or I think of something clever or I hear a word that I think would be fun to rhyme and I make something good out of it, I put it in my phone, and there's just, you know, a little metaphor section or bars section. It doesn't always have to necessarily be a metaphor, but, you know, enough dope rhymes layered after each other that make sense has a bar to it. So anyways, I did this for many months, and then I had the coronavirus, all right? I was down and out for like 2 weeks, bro, and I mean, I couldn't even look at a computer.
Oh, yeah, I remember
My
that.
studio grew spider webs. I had to dust shit off when I got back in there. And I think that disconnect from the studio was something maybe I needed. I don't like doing that, but I definitely feel like I needed it because once I got in there, I had a continuous headache for a couple of weeks. So my daily routine was popping Excedrin, you know what I'm saying, extra strength, migraine, slurp down some NOS, fucking smoke some weed, and start writing and producing. So the production started a little bit before this. I kind of had an idea that I was going to make a solo album because we were closing up the year of the beard. And I'm like, all right, I have to have something so fresh out the gate. I don't have to think about it. I could just go into it if I wanted to. So my production for the album started a little early. But that was the routine. I'd come in, and if I couldn't find a beat that I already made that I was inspired by, then I would make one on the spot. And then I didn't even send it out to the DAW. You know what I'm saying? There's no copy of that beat anywhere for most of the beats because I just made it right there, recorded on it, mixed and mastered the whole thing, sent it out. So anyways, with that being said, it only took me about 4 weeks to get it totally done. Produced, mixed, mastered, or recorded, mixed, mastered, and ready to go. And then I had to sit in anticipation and I'm a very impatient person. And every day I had to keep my fucking mouth shut while it was sitting on the fucking internet waiting to drop. And dude, it's so hard, man, especially when I knew what you guys are going to hear. And I got a lot of dope-ass feedback. I got some people that, like, just thoroughly love that album. And it makes me feel good because Space Wizard was an okay album, my first one. But I had Barbarian equipment at the time. All we had was the Spark. My plug-in game wasn't nearly as expensive as it is now. I didn't have a tube amp. I didn't have my compressor. I didn't have a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So by the time Diabolical came around, actually I didn't have the compressor for Diabolical, the analog compressor.
You didn't even have any of the Slate shit either.
No, but dude, man, like I said, shout out to Slate because I've been sitting there just tweaking shit and having fun with it. And I built a new dirty rack, you know what I'm saying, a new vocal chain. It's still basically the same thing as parallel compression with the infinite EQ, the Brit channel saturation, the Ferrari's digital preamp. And I don't, even though I have a preamp, like a external one, I like this one, not for its actual drive purposes. I usually take that out. But it has like demudding, debasing, high-end frequency like boost. And I really like using that for that. Because it just brings out some of the flavor before it goes into the EQ. So then in the EQ, I make all the corrections. And then the Brit channel sits next. And then I have a vocal optimizer, which basically just, it takes certain frequencies and crunches them. And it takes other ones and expands them a little bit, like stereo-wise. And then what's my next step? I want to say my next step would probably be reverb. And I have so many options of reverb. You know, I got all the Waves ones. I have everything Fruity. And by the way, don't sleep on Fruity Loops, dude, because the Convolver.
Oh yeah, that shit is a nasty motherfucker.
Reverb 2, like, dude, Reverb 2 I really like because they give you a visual representation of the room that you're recording.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like one of the things that gravitates me towards it. That's like the primary reverb I use now.
Like you could make it so you're basically recording in a small box or in a big wide fucking stadium.
Multifaceted motherfucker.
But right now I'm very impressed with Slate Digital's Verb Suite. I really like it. And then the VBC rack, which is basically a 3-in-1 compressor. It has three levels of compression. So that adds to my, that's my parallel compression. I got compression going in and compression at the end. And then the Frontier limiter, I haven't been able to replace that. It only has 2 knobs, and that's all you need with this big, beautiful bitch. And it wasn't free. I bought it. But it was fairly cheap for how good it is. And I guess that's kind of a lesson that a lot of producers need to really learn, or engineers that need to learn, man, is not all the time do you have to spend top dollar to get really good results. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of my best shit is really expensive. Like, there's no replacing auto-tune, like the real auto-tune. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used, what was the Pitcher from Fruity Loops, Metatone by fucking Slate Digital, Retune, or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but The one by Waves is okay. Mellotronics. There's a bunch of different options, but nothing. They all pale in comparison to.
It's not the same.
Auto-Tune Pro.
It's not the same. It's not the same at all.
Even Auto-Tune effects. You know, sometimes when I do like vocoding and stuff like that, it's really fun. Hold on, let me check these comments right quick. Go ahead and give us some knowledge.
As into what regard?
Shit, whatever. What you working on right now?
Well, let me see here. I think all of y'all have, like, if y'all been following for a while, I've hinted at my upcoming third project, Claustrophobic.
Ooh.
Claustrophobic. That motherfucker, man. If you thought Euphoria was dope as fuck, you ain't ready.
We're about ready to put the kibosh on that. Like, it ain't got too many things left to do to it. But it's been kind of sitting. So I'm sure whatever Skyylo adds to it now is just going to fucking add to his prestige. And when it does drop, it's going to fucking melt your brainstem.
Oh, yeah. Y'all ain't ready.
Like, there's two tracks in particular. Skyylo, can I get permission to play one of them?
Let me see here.
It's late night.
I know it's late night. I'm just curious to see which ones he's trying to pick.
Okay. Well, in that case, let me show you. Because all right, I think I know the name of the one I want to play, but hold on, give me 1 second. Because when you brought this one, I was like, really, I really feel this. Like, it gives me an insight into who you are. Is it on this? Yes, it is.
Oh, yep. Here we go. This one. Yeah, play that one. We already played that one in the past.
Wait, this ain't out yet, is it?
Nope.
Okay, now listen, this is an exclusive, and this one really gave me like an insight behind Skyylo, gave me like a little, like a bio, you know what I'm saying? Just like a little taste of what Skyllo's really like and where he's from and what he's about.
Spitting image, everybody. So now they say I'm your spitting image. Why you the one I walk to? My shit gets heavy and I'm feeling steady and there's no one else I can talk to. Wasn't even warm, wasn't even born by the time that I lost you. Now I'm feeling I take after you because nowadays I'm feeling lost too. How ironic we be near the same age with the same wage and the same rage, and we released it in the same way, so I guess that we are on the same page. Guess it took some time to realize that what I needed was to feel alive, so I told my family that I needed time just to be alive. It'll be alright because every single cigarette, so every time that I hide alone, we would start a fight, the mom would start to cry and stepdad would just drive alone. Never told them my unspoken woes, so it kinda felt like a broken home. And cause I couldn't leave, felt I couldn't breathe, now I'm walking with a broken nose. And I'll keep on hanging towards your memory, even though there's none to share, so my parents call it a treachery. But to forget you is something that I would never do, cause even to this day I grieve the father that I never knew. Reason fills my bereft mind, and I still feel like I'm missing visage. Carry the weight you left behind. So now they say I'm your spitting image. You were trying just to lie low, working Best Buy late night end times just to drive upon the high road. Then the stars clashed and the car crashed, left the world on a high note. Now I'm feeling I take after you, driving down my road with my eyes closed. And my stepdad tried to tell me that nothing's ever really set in stone, and mama told me just to let it go, but I always seem just to let it grow. Didn't take that long to lose control, so I guess I'm never good at letting go, cause I'm counting on my losses, doubting on my pauses, shouting on my causes, getting old. Used to always rest easy, now it's really hard to stay awake. Used to be afraid they'd leave me, now I'm trying hard to stay away. Optimism slowly gone away, so convinced that I would pay for it. An opportunity is on the way, but it's difficult to always wait for it, so I bet you would've opened up those doors, and maybe that's the reason Mom and I don't talk as much no more. Now I'd be lying to you if I told you I was never mad at you for leaving, cause now I grieve the father I never had. Resentment fills my bereft mind, and I still feel like I'm missing visage. Carry the weight you left behind. So now they say I'm your spitting image. Resentment fills my bereft mind, and I still feel like I'm missing visage. Carry the weight you left behind. So now they say I'm your spitting image.
Yeah, man. Like, that's
Damn.
exactly what I'm saying. Like, a little like, insight into the mind of Skyylo Two Wise Jenkins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, that's basically what I wanted to portray with this album. Because the last album, I was like, okay, the sound wasn't all there on the last project, so let's work on that.
Well,
And
another
then-
thing I noticed is that I gave you just you know what the advice was.
Yeah.
And you shit on me. You made me look like a fucking idiot for even bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he evolved so much in between those two albums. And then there's another one that's being made on the sidelines. So there's some shit going on. So, needless to say, everybody in the camp is pushing hard and everybody's getting things where they need to be. You know what I'm saying? And I couldn't do it without the team. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your homie Jay. Shout out to Nyte. Shout out to Skyylo. Shout out to Bandit. Shout out to St. B. Shout out to Diligent. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I missed it, if I missed your name, I'm sorry. But you know what I'm saying? And there's even some new people coming into the fold and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts.
Yeah, there's always room to grow. You know what I'm saying? I keep that feast mentality.
Yep.
You know, the famine mentality is, there ain't enough for everybody, and if I let everybody else eat, then I'm going to lose out on food. Nah. If we all bring all of our food to the table, we got one badass dinner. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a fact.
And we going to eat for days, and then we'll all take home some leftovers. You know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
a damn fact.
If everybody could just work together in unison, then we can share the profits. We can make all kinds we can swim in the cash. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, every fucking meal we could just be like, fuck, that's delicious. That's all there is to it.
Shout out Action Bronson.
Shout out. I didn't even think about that. Action Bronson, bro. Wherever you're at, man. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, man, it's been a nice fucking long journey over the last couple of years, and everybody's been just solidifying and getting better and better and better. And to hear it in my own camp is just, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? It's like being in a UFC camp and all the fighters here are destined to be champions.
It's like you take all the best heroes in Dragon Ball Z and you stick them all in the fucking hyperbolic time chamber.
Right. Everybody been working. There hasn't been a single person that hasn't.
Like, they're in the hyperbolic time chamber on the way to the fucking Tournament of Power.
And by the way, Nyte has got a bunch of shit coming soon. You know what I'm saying? He's got some stuff he's been sitting on patiently, which I don't understand how he could be so patient. And then, your homie Jay got pen to paper right now. And that redheaded stepchild, that motherfucker, whatever he does is about to be fucking flame sauce. And take it from me, bro, with this new setup and the new rack, the new vocal chain, and all the new toys and gadgets we got. You never heard Jay sound so fucking dope. And that's saying some shit, because our last year was just ridiculous. And then I think Jay grew more than I did during the whole sorry, I got the hiccups. But I think Jay grew more than I did during the whole session Saturdays during 2020. You know what I'm saying? We took that to a whole different level.
Oh yeah, that shit was insane.
It was a hard obligation, 55 or 56 weeks, and every weekend we dropped something. And it was pretty much like not a freestyle, but like a session. There was no hooks. And there's so much stuff going on then, in the news and the media, that we kind of just like ignored it and stuck to our fucking passion. You know what I'm saying? There's too much going on to digest it all. And then, 2021 came around, and we gave you guys the year of the beard, and we had some fun. We experimented a lot, and we tried our best to like do things that we've never done before, and it paid off really well, I think to say. New Jay would slaughter the old Jay. Dude.
Oh yeah, you have no idea from what I've already heard from the album.
Yeah, that's Dose Charisma. I feel you, bro. Yeah, no, look, I mean, dude, new me will slaughter the old me. I don't know, man. The old me was pretty dope too.
Nah, new me would like rape the old me in the ass.
Like, dude, your confidence level has been driven to its peak. You know what I'm saying? And
oh hell no. Mm-mm.
Listen,
I don't think so.
Steel sharpens steel, man. When you fuck with killers, you know what I'm saying? You become a killer. That's all there is to it.
That's a fact. That's
you know
a
what
fact.
I'm saying? And lyrically, your content is taking a fucking peak. You know what I'm saying? It's gone in on the incline for like the last year. And every time I hear you drop something new, I'm like, God damn, that boy. And what we got? New Nyte over old Nyte. Dude, new you over old you. Anybody watching, man. We all grow. We all learn. And pretty much every fucking step of the way is another step towards being the champion. You know,
That's a fact.
That's what Customato said to Mike Tyson. He said every step you take from here on in is a step towards being the champion. And that's what you gotta imagine yourself on that journey. You know what I'm saying? Every obstacle that's thrown at you that you survive, that's just another fucking notch in the belt. Every enemy that tried to take you down and took themselves out in unison, and you still standing, it's a victory. You know what I'm saying? Every album you dropped that got good feedback and good play, and then the next one doubled that, that's a fucking win. There's nothing but wins all around the board.
Nothing.
And also, don't be afraid to experiment, man. There's you have to take a chance. You know, some people like to find what they're good at and what they're comfortable doing, and to stay in that lane. And let me tell you, as a listener, that shit can get boring.
Yep.
Now, there's people that went too far, like Eminem, you know what I'm saying? He strayed way too far off of what he used to be, you know what I'm saying? He used to be like just a powerhouse of metaphors, and he spit to the point where like it didn't take a whole lot of brain power to understand what he was saying. But then he changed his voice, he changed how quick he was rapping. There's a lot of things that he added to his style that in like a slow graduation would have been no problem, but it's just like every album sounded so different from the last, it was too much to comprehend. Now, a person that's slowly but surely giving us their evolution that like still is going to be relevant, Tech 9.
Tech.
Go back to Calm Before the Storm days, before he was super famous, you know what I'm saying? And then listen to the shit he has now, and you could draw a clear path from when he started to where he's at now.
I actually listened to that album, Calm Before the Storm.
It's a really good album.
It is.
You know, it makes me think, though, all the rappers that passed away that didn't get a chance to evolve, imagine where they would be now. Imagine what Tupac would be rapping about now with all the shit going on in the news. If he was alive, his old ass would be talking some shit, son. Biggie probably would have died anyway because he's a fat, stuttering fuck. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Biggie was dope, too, man. Actually, lyrically more inclined than Tupac. Tupac had a better story and better messages, but Biggie had more lyrical capabilities, you know?
Right.
And then Big Pun, bro. Come on, man.
We're not even going to talk about it.
We can't even really go into that because I feel like if he would have realized, you know, the life that he left Chris Rivers and was to be able to, like, see what it became and see where he left him, he would have not did him like that. You know what I'm saying? And they would have had a crazy bond. Like, one of my favorite rappers from Detroit, shout out to Big Herc. Big Herc and Young Herc, his son. They're a fucking force to be reckoned with when they're on the same track together. And if you haven't heard of Big Herc, please go listen. Like I would play some Big Herc, but I feel like as soon as I go to click on something, we're gonna get some lag, and it seems like we've had pretty much a decent stream so far, and it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of lag, so I don't want to do that. But next time around, I will download something ahead of time so it doesn't cause any problems.
There you go.
Dude, listen, man. Big Herc, he's one of them dudes that, like, if you heard a rumor about him, it's probably true. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a stupid one or something, like he's gay or something. Then, obviously, you heard from the wrong sources.
Speaking of that, there's Isaiah Rashad.
Who's that?
He was on Kendrick's label. Like, right under Kendrick.
Well, Kendrick is on Aftermath, I thought.
Well, no, Kendrick was on TDE. Top Dog Entertainment.
That's funny because my stepdad owns Top Dog Entertainment, but it's spelled DAWG. Yeah, so shout out to Jimmy. He's probably like, what? I didn't ever signed him.
Yeah, no, but Kendrick and Isaiah Rashad were on the same thing, and apparently like a video leaked of Isaiah Rashad doing some gay shit.
Oh.
And like he was like outed. I guess it was never meant to like come out, and now everybody's like turning on him. He's like, oh, now you're all on some gay shit. You were spitting all this street shit before, and it turns out you're gay. Oh, fuck you, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't get all that shit, man. So what if somebody's gay?
And
fuck
me,
it.
I don't give a fuck. I still enjoy his fucking music. Y'all got like sticks up your
I don't care what
asses,
you
bro.
lick or suck. Are you good at rapping? You know what I'm saying? My problem is like Nas X, Lil Nas X. Like,
yeah, that's too gay.
That's like, look, dude, giving the devil a lap dance on a video that like kids can watch and shit. That's a little too much for me.
Being in a shower with a bunch of other naked fucking dudes.
Having a musical in a prison, hanging onto each other's pockets. It's a little too much for me, man.
And dicks.
But if gay people watched it and they liked it and enjoyed it and thought it was a step in the right direction for them, then more power to it. I'm not watching it.
That's not my thing either.
It's not my bag.
I only watched that fucking. I only listened to that song for fucking Jack Harlow. That's it.
But do I support the cause? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do what you want to do, man. Nobody's stopping you. You know what I'm saying?
You do you.
But see, I want to see a trend towards more lyrical shit. I want people to realize how lacking content is nowadays, and how easy it is to get signed and get famous. I guess because I don't know how I didn't do it yet. But all these fucking garbage ass rappers that have no message, no meaning to them, and swear up and down that they're thug life. You know what I'm saying? If you were to ever take them to the hood, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure whatever hood you're from, but I'll tell you what, they wouldn't last 5 minutes in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? They'd talk that tough shit until somebody pulled their card and tested them. And they'd end up chopped up in a fucking body bag somewhere, you know what I'm saying? That's the thing about these artists nowadays. They talk that good shit, but if they get around some real OGs, you know what I'm saying, or some people that been in the streets that did some shit, they might fuck around and regret that shit. You know? A lot of people that run around with these that swear they're part of gangs, like the whole 6ix9ine situation. Jumping from Bloods to Crips, he would have been slaughtered. Like if he lived in Detroit and somebody heard that he used to be a Blood, but now he's a Crip, he'd be on fish hooks somewhere in some meat factory. I'm not even joking. Like that, I've heard that happen. That's a true story. You know what I'm saying? There's this kid named Poser. I'm not going to give out too many details, but his name is Poser, and it turned out that he was really a poser. But that was his tag and everything. If you go in Southwest Detroit, the ones that aren't covered up, if they're still there, you'll see them. But yeah, no, he went from a cash flow to Gangsta Disciple to Sereno, and they're like, yeah, no, fuck that. He ended up in fish hooks or meat hooks in a fucking slaughterhouse. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? You fucking flip-flop too many loyalties, and you're not loyal, and you're not even worthy of being alive to some people. But anyways, I'm not trying to go too dark, especially with saying all the good shit that's been happening in the squad lately, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to get on here with the co-pilot and kick it with everybody. Anything new with you, Skyylo?
Anything new with me? Well, let's see. Other than working on the project, I guess I'll give a progress report.
Okay, let's do that.
On Claustrophobic. Claustrophobic is about, I'd like to say about halfway done per se, but I feel like the difference between this one, like the rollout for this one will be a lot more official instead of like me just like dropping the entire album and just teasing it on here. Like I'll drop like official singles that you can like buy and stream leading up to it, and like drop a single every month until the album drops.
We got to get Mo Vitale to do a video for one of them too.
Oh yeah, no, that's straight facts.
Like we'll shoot it and send it over to him.
Well, actually, that's actually funny you say that, because on one of the track ideas that I have, I wanted him to actually do a verse on it, and that would
Mo
be
Vitale
easily
delivers.
Yeah, he delivers like a motherfucker, and especially with the content of that particular song. Yeah, no, he'd probably, he'd murder that shit and murder the video for that too.
Well, there's no doubt that there's so much stuff going on, and you guys are about to be getting hit back to back with some of the most filthiest shit on the planet. And shout out to Tragic, the Crypt is almost done, and we got some stuff in cahoots that he's just been delayed because of his new studio setup in his new crib. And he's got all of his bass traps and his panels made. He's just got to hang them and get the recording, bro. And that U87's about to get some fucking magic done on it.
Oh, that's a damn fact.
You know, it's about time I start saving up for my U87. I need one, man. If anybody out there want to donate one, I'll suck your dick. Not really. I don't know. Maybe. It's a U87. We're talking about a U87 here. No, I'm just kidding. I won't, but I'll pay somebody to. I'll pay multiple people. Man, you going to be nutting all night because I'm at like 10 people lined up to fucking headbutt your pelvis. You know what I'm saying? I need a U87 in my life, man. It's like the last homage, the last thing I need, you know what I'm saying? Because something I noticed, man, I might have to take this preamp and go fuck itself, because I can't record things that are extremely low because of the tube. The tube amp just has so much power to it that the lower I record things, it has a self noise that just is really loud and hissy, and I hate it. But luckily I have the Rode NT1 right there, so anytime I have like lower things that need to be recorded, like whispery shit, Rode NT1 still a fucking workhorse, still getting use.
That's a damn fact.
So if you have roughly $400 and you like to get a badass microphone, there is no better than the Rode NT1. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Before the Neumann. If you can't afford a Neumann, get you a Rode. You know what I'm saying? If you can't afford a Rode, get yourself a Shure. The Shure SM57 SM7B. The Shure SM7B is a very diverse, dynamic microphone, and I'm surprised that it is dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It sounds like a cardioid. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got a good polar pattern. And I'm very surprised that more people don't use that bitch on a regular basis. I've heard some really great vocals turn out on using the Shure SM7B. So if you got, roughly $400, go get that. If you got roughly more than, wait, I think the price dropped on that. Well, no, this is $369. And I'm pretty sure the Shure SM57 or SM7B is $299 now. So depends on what you got, man. Go get it.
Or if you want to go the step up, I think he's forgot to mention the Aston Spirit.
No, that's a step down now.
Is it?
Well, no. Aston Spirit is just under the mic you're on right now, in my opinion. Just under it. Barely under it. Matter of fact, it might even be a good competitor. Like, they might punch each other, like, punch drunk in a boxing match.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, you won't be able to determine a true winner, because the Aston Spirit is a fucking good microphone. I don't know from experience from having it in my studio, but I know from experience from mixing and mastering projects that I've known to be recorded on it. And it's a solid-ass microphone with good frequency responses and good SPL. Because, sound pressure levels a lot, man. If a microphone can't handle it, it'll peak out really quickly and it'll turn into fucking brick walls.
Yep.
But if it's got a good SPL, you can get really loud before it starts getting destructive. And the Aston Spirit has a really good SPL setting, so, and a good frequency response rate. You know what I'm saying? It's probably got a little bit less bass than the NT1, but its bass register is still like good. Maybe not enough for voiceover though. If you ask any voiceover person that has any kind of money, they started off with the Rode NT1, and then they went to the TLM 103 or the TLM 1 or the M147 by U8 by Neumann. And then when you get into the U87 region, that's what pretty much every movie and video game and anything that you watch right now, current day, is recorded with the Neumann U87. So anyways, I'm sorry. I don't mean to mic out. I'm a fucking nerd, man. Some people like to talk about cars and some people like to talk about cooking. I'm a fucking mic nerd, man. And nothing like that German engineering, man. Shout out to Neumann. You know what I'm saying? Gang. And it's an elite gang because it costs a lot of money. Their cheapest microphone after taxes and everything is $1,000. So good luck. You know
good luck with that, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, man, it's been I don't know how long we've been on here. I have no clue, but I'm gonna guess that it's been a while and it's been pretty good. And me and Skyylo 2 Wise Jenkins, we're about to go scour the internet and try to advertise our music a little bit more because Diabolical needs a couple more plays, man. I'm almost tempted to try to find a spot, like a playlist booker type thing, but there's too many risks with the bots. Because I'll tell you what, let me tell you a story, man. About 2019, me and your homie Jay, for one of our tracks, we put it on one of those, like, what is it called, Spotify. And we were getting numbers that we couldn't believe. But at the end of the year, they didn't count any of them.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't that Out the Frame?
No, not Out the Frame. A whole album. What was it? I think it was our debut album, Bearded Weirdos. Yeah, it had astronomical numbers. It had like 31K. And when the end of the year wrap-up came, it's like, yeah, no, you got like 1,000, buddy. I'm like, what?
The fuck?
Right. That doesn't make sense. Let me screenshot this and send it to that company. So, needless to say, obviously, there's a lot of complications when it comes to the playlist bookers. But there is, and I've heard through the grapevine, there is a couple like legitimate companies that put you on really popular playlists that people are really devoted to. Like, have you ever heard of the Nielsen ratings?
I don't think I have.
All right, so it's basically like I don't know how they recruit, but it's for television. It's basically like when you get asked to become a part of this group, they give you a Nielsen box, which is basically to connect to whatever type of cable television you use, and they closely monitor what you watch, how long of it you watch, and everything. That's all they really monitor is what you're watching and how much you're consuming of it, what time you're consuming it, so on and so forth. And there's places out there that are like sort of like that, where it's all organic plays, and the people are really like about what they're watching or what they're listening to. So I would like to find more of those companies, but they're not the ones that are being advertised to you on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they'd probably be like some indie.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to find. It's going to be word of mouth. So if I hear about them, expect to hear about it on Cthulhu Caverns. But, if they're charging $50 a month and you're not getting anything from it, then go fuck yourself. Anyways, but it's been an awesome Cthulhu Caverns. I couldn't do it without the homies.
Skyylo, Helicopter Jenkins.
Right. I had to call him. I'm like, look, man, I can't do this one by myself, bro. I need somebody to co-pilot and bounce off of. You know what I'm saying?
That's
before we go, though, I kind of want to talk about the Joe Rogan controversy.
Oh, boy. I know he was going to bring it up.
I have to, man. Joe Rogan's like my Jesus, Like, dude, listen. I listen to the guy every fucking day. I know him very well. No matter what you see that, these news companies are trying to say, go listen to yourself. Listen, I've been listening to Joe Rogan since episode 992. 992. They're at 1,700 now.
Yep. Damn near 1,800.
So you have to think that I have been like a fly on the wall in the studio for every guest, from authors to scientists to rappers, comedians, biologists, psychologists. Doesn't matter. He has everybody on. He's curious. He's a curious motherfucker. And if you are also a fan and you know what I'm saying, like, Joe Rogan, he's not racist, he's not biased, he's not fucking politically driven. He doesn't really give a fuck about any of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If anything, he's all about positivity. And, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, when I see people attacking him, it makes me hate them to my core, because I feel like I know Joe Rogan. I have thousands of hours, for sure over hundreds of hours. You know what I'm saying? Think about this. Each episode is in between 1 hour and 40 minutes and 3 hours. And that's their average. You know what I'm saying? There's 4 hour, 5 hour episodes. And that happens 3 or 4 times a week. And I've been listening for like 5 years, 6 years. I haven't missed an episode, for real, for real. So I'm telling you, when you hear that many hours of a person, it's kind of hard for them to fake it. It's kind of hard for them to pretend like they're somebody they're not. You know what I'm saying? I hear the same stories and the same sentiments and the same like things over and over again what he really feels. And let me tell you, Joe Rogan is a very positive person, and he only has the feast mentality. You know what I'm saying? He's the one that taught me about that feast mentality. So, obviously I stand with Joe Rogan, and pretty much everybody that's worth 5 fucks stands with Joe Rogan. You folk singers that left Spotify, go fuck yourself. Nobody listened to you then. Nobody's really going to listen to you now.
Who listens to Neil Young anyway?
Nobody. No fucking body. And The Rock, go fuck yourself, you fucking meathead. Go fucking headbutt a pelvis until your neck breaks, you cocksucking faggot. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? How you going to come out and be like, oh, I stand with Joe Rogan, and then the CNN puts out a political hit piece talking about, he says the N-word. Okay, well, did you go back and listen to the episodes where he said that? It wasn't like he just called somebody the N-word. He was using it in quotations, or he is using it in context where we really need to examine the word and how horrible the word is. Like, he's bringing attention to why you shouldn't use the word in the first place.
Hello.
So anyways.
Oh, hey, Gal Gadot, how you doing? You're pegging him? Oh, you're pegging Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Burn Notice too, are you?
Ooh.
Oh, Red Notice, are you? Oh, I bet that's what it is.
Oh, thank God that.
Oh, his ass bleeds? Oh, I'd like to see that. That's got to be a Pornhub episode.
No, I'm not sure if you knew this, but did you know that they had a $24 million fucking fuck up on that Red Notice movie?
Really?
Yeah, it tanked. They spent so much money, and I'm not sure what the budget was, but basically the article I was reading, they blew $23 million on that movie for no reason.
Well, that's probably because they got Gal Gadot, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, and Ryan Reynolds in the same fucking movie.
And you know what? Ryan Reynolds should be paid in full. The Rock should owe money. Gal Gadot, she's okay. I don't have anything bad to say about her. She actually is she's a beautiful lady, and she was in I don't want to misquote, but she was in some foreign army. Where is she from? Palestine or Pakistan? I don't know. Wherever the fuck she's from, she served in the military there. She knows Krav Maga. You know what I'm saying? She in every interview that I see her in, she's very humble. She's a very nice person. It seems like I can't really judge too much off of a public persona, but I'll tell you what, I don't see any like red flags to pop up. So Gal Gadot, whatever the hell your fucking name is, thug life. Keep on pushing. The Rock, you can go fuck yourself, bro, because you're on strike 2. Strike 1 was, I endorsed Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Why don't you guys go vote for them? And then a couple months later, he's like, where's our leadership? You asked everybody to go vote for them fucks, you stupid cocksucking retard. And then after like a couple of months of me being harsh on it, I'm like, it's political. Of course people fall for them traps. Let me just forgive him. But Joe Rogan, that's a no-go. Like, I will literally punch you in your fucking face in real life if you said you dislike Joe Rogan. Or if you hate Joe Rogan. If you dislike him or you don't listen to him or whatever, that's your loss. But if you're like, fuck Joe Rogan, he's a bah! You don't get to finish that sentence. Your soul leaves your fucking body. I am Joe Rogan gang, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, but he has changed my life for the better in so many ways. I am a nicer person. I'm healthier. I think better. I make better business decisions based off of just listening to Joe Rogan. So if you don't like that, then you can go fuck yourself and don't watch my podcast. If you don't like Joe Rogan, fuck your mom. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your sister. I hope your mom fucks your sister with your dad's dick.
Oh.
Like, I hate you at your core. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what fucking side of the fence politically you're on. I don't give a shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their own values, but here's my values. When somebody is like a guru that taught me how to relive my life in a better way and is genuinely a good person, and I know this, and to hear people just spit on his name makes you want to make sure the next time you fucking brush your teeth, it's with a broom. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck a stretcher. Bring this man a dustpan and a mop. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to eat your fucking flesh. Anyways.
Probably wouldn't even need that. Their whole entire corpse would probably be disintegrated by the time this motherfucker's done with it.
Just saying, man. I am Joe Rogan gang till the death, bro. And I will box with you in real life. And if you think I'm joking, test it. Test it.
He dares you.
I dare you. Everybody around me knows. I will without hesitation punch through your skull and tickle your fucking brainstem. You know what I'm saying? Like, my elbow will be where your fucking cranium is. That's how far deep I will punch through your skull.
And then he'll rip out your brains and feed it to Pepper
I will
later.
snatch out your fucking skeleton without leaving a fucking bruise on your back. You know what I'm saying? I'll throw you through a door and then open it. Okay? I'm just saying, bro. Like, I will curse your soul to the nether realm. All right, with that being said, go fuck yourself. I love everybody that's been tuned in, man. Y'all are the truth. There's a lot of shit coming out. Just be on the horizon. Be looking for it. Be like, the British are coming.
Paul Revere on that ass.
Right, we coming, bro. And we ain't British. We coming. I'm just kidding. I got him.
All right. Damn, why you have to do that in my fish and chips, bro?
All right. All right, before we go, I have a joke.
Oh, okay, here we go.
The Rock and the joke. Right? That was a good one, wasn't it? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
How ironic is that? How is somebody going to be called The Rock and be the softest piece of shit ever?
Right. Dude, fuck The Rock, bro. Dwayne sucks a cock Johnson. I can smell what Coxie's cooking. All right. Peace out, y'all.
He's now Dwayne Bratwurst.